We're going to do a Q&A with the filmmakers. If you guys can please come up front, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes,
So I'm Nick Ladon, and I'm the director and animator of Hamden. I'm the director of Elisa.
I'm Mariah Bonner. I'm producer and actress in Elisa.
I'm Nicholas Massa. I'm writer, director, producer, and actor of The Morning After.
I'm Jamie Zaffino. I'm the producer of The Firefly Girls.
I'm Kathy Cardinal, and I'm one of the producers of Star Trek Wars.
I am Joshua, and I wrote and directed Star Trek Wars.
The main one I want to know, and I will open up the questions to you guys as well, is what inspired your stories, so that we know if it's a true story or not. But what inspired your stories?
So I'm Nick Ladon, and basically that was retelling in 2014. I got very close to attempting to hang myself. I didn't, but 2 years later, I wanted to turn my negative into a positive. So I made the film in the hopes of kind of showing people that life gets better and whatnot. And kind of give a message that I've been there, I got out, and kind of help show people that. So. Well, our writer actually is in the audience. I came on board after she had completed writing the script in memory of a close friend of hers who lost his life way too soon. So that's why I got on board with this. How about you?
Tiziana Giamarino sitting in the audience and approached me with her script, and which I loved and was very flattered that she wanted me to be part of it. And so we collaborated and made the film.
I'm Nicholas Massa. Pretty sure most of us have had a morning after. It's pretty awkward. And usually before I have a girl over, I try and keep it real clean and nice, but then in the morning it's a mess. So I was inspired to throw in the OCD tendencies of cleaning up to make the film. So it was all about the experience. It was very much so much fun.
Our creator, Katie, my understanding was it was a little bit of a creative process, and you see a lot of films that are from the donor perspective and the family of the donor. So she was really interested in kind of going through the experience of someone who received the donor's organ and the interaction between that person, maybe the guilt that they feel and such. So it kind of evolved from there, and you got her channel.
Well, Star Trek Wars was born out of some ideas that were very exciting because, of course, this year's Star Trek's 50th anniversary, and they're rebooting Star Wars, a new trilogy and everything, and so there was a lot of, like, if anyone's a fan of those series, there was a lot of excitement about these franchises, and there were just a few key elements that came together, including, what if we could do a Star Wars versus Star Trek battle, but then what more is there to them, right? A lot of people have done that matchup or that battle, but what's the heart of it? And really with the characters, I think that was really exciting to kind of dig in and figure out, what are they actually doing? Even with George Lucas and his now wife, it's really hopefully you enjoyed it. So thank you.
As a producer, I helped, he bounced off ideas off of me, so I guess that kind of helped with the creation of the script.
You need really great producers, honestly, to amass, I'm sure, all the people that it takes to make these movies. You really need people who are going to have your back, so. Yep.
I have one question before I open it up to the crowd. What was the hardest part in the acting or production part of the film?
Oh, mine sucked. But basically, you're doing a film about like suicide. So if you're animating, you're an actor with a pencil. So every day, you know, if you're animating a scene of like a 3-year-old girl skipping down the lake with like cupcakes and lollipops, you're thinking about that for 3 months. So if you're doing a film about depression, you have to think about something depression or something that put you into that spot for months. And then just as I started, my dad passed away of a heart attack. It's actually 9 months since, so I had that. He also ran a furniture business, so we lost his business. And we were in the process of selling our house during the same time. So I had to do about 6,000 drawings in that short period of time with just nothing going on right. So it was a mess. But I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it. I've gotten messages internationally of people saying they watched it and helped them. So it's definitely worth it, but it was an ugly process.
Production-wise, I think the most challenging thing for Elisa was that we shot the whole film in one day. We had a skeletal crew, and we had 1 day for the location, so getting all the takes and everything in was a challenge, but we made it work.
Same. Also, as an actress, it was hard because I had to recognize that you don't know when your time is going to be, and I'm playing someone who just dies outright in the middle of her life, and she's young and has a lot going for her, and it was scary, especially watching it tonight. I don't know why. It just felt like I renewed those feelings of that fear. You know, you don't know, you just don't, and it's powerful to think about.
It was just hard not to laugh. Cutting it up in post, I just laugh every time. I have smiles at the end they don't work, so it's just so much fun.
From a production standpoint, the most difficult part for me was just the fact that shorts are a labor of love. So you have a certain budget, certain people that you're working with, and like they were mentioning, we shot it in 48 hours, and so it's just tough to really get that all taken care of. And you start out with this huge idea and this project, but by the time you're done with it, it's going to be an hour long. So really getting into that short film mindset and keeping your budget and everything on track is just, it's a difficult process, but it is a labor of love, and everyone who does it is so intense and so into it, and it's a really fun thing to do.
So yeah, there was a lot of challenges, but like probably, just getting the funding in the first place and, getting people to donate to the Kickstarter and yeah, just like getting all the locations and like all the paperwork and the equipment. There was a kind of complicated, but we got through it, so it was great production.
Just to echo everyone's sentiments, you really, especially with low-budget films, you're constantly asking favors and pulling strings and just trying to find a way to make it work. In our case, we needed over 150 different types of artists, from visual effects artists to sound designers to look-alike actors who are also good actors. And all done and said, I think it was very challenging to find all the right people who were going to work together well. It was also the most exciting part, and really just getting to that end result, because it took us like a whole year, especially with those VFX. We were working on that one battle scene for a better part of about 6 months. So at least for us, so we made it. So that's always good, you guys.
Yes.
I was just wondering for your film, Joshua, what the casting process was like, and how, what kind of people did you get coming in, and what did the casting calls look like? Because they were very impressive.
That's very nice, because I'm sure they will love to hear that. When you cast, in our case, we did have some actors who needed to look like real. About 5 of the characters are based off real people, and you do get some people in who have the look well, they don't really have the, the chops, the acting chops, or maybe they're not right for the party. That maybe you need. I'm sure we've had like really hilarious George Lucas's, but maybe we didn't need the comedian. So it's also finding the balance of the characters. In other cases, it's possible to make actors look a certain way. So there were a few of the actors who were wearing wigs who we were able to make look a certain way. And at the end of the day, it was just about picking an interpretation of those people and not just trying to blatantly duplicate them. So you need to find the actors that fit the needs of your story.
Anybody have a question? Yes.
I actually have multiple questions. I'm only going to ask one. So why did you decide in the morning after to keep talking while the gas mask was on? I was like, why is he standing there talking about gas mask instead of taking it off? And why didn't she run then? Because that would be weird. I thought you were going to go there.
Well, it was a creative choice, one of those filmmaking decisions right on spot. No, it just, it came together. Everything kind of just happened, and I did want to keep the mask on because I feel like there was still keep that germ feel between them, and I thought it would be kind of funny to have the voice through the mask. I mean, which would sound, it's kind of hard to pull off.
It felt kind of American Psycho, but
Yeah, exactly. I'm sitting there like,
it was prepped. So I like that.
get her out,
Yeah.
Goofy little flyer.
Yeah, well, if I can.
Yes.
Eliza, was it Lisa or Eliza?
Elisa.
Elisa.
Yes.
On the box, was it on purpose that you didn't show what was inside of it, or was it shown what was inside of it? And I didn't
The
catch
box
it?
on the couch or on the floor?
The present, the gift. You got the gift, you put it on the table, you walked in, and then.
Yeah, it's the box that he drops when he runs to her. It's the little toy giraffe.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew it, either missed it or you did it on purpose.
Yeah, and you see at one point when he walks back in after he comes back from the hospital, you have a close-up on the floor, and it's supposed to imply that they were also going to be ready not just to build a home, but actually start a family.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I thought the movies were, everyone was very different, very different signatures. And I liked that everyone was searching for his own identity or some message. So that I wanted to say that. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Anyone? Yes.
What happens to your films now after the festival circuit?
I've been talking with, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm far away, but I've been talking with some high school programs. Actually, the New Jersey Education Association, they actually do a New Jersey tour. So I'm trying to get it worked into a program where I can come in and kind of speak about suicide prevention, or make like a little video where they can play it, and basically high school and college kids can see it, watch the video, and then have a discussion overall, kind of talk about it. So that's the goal with that, hopefully.
We've been to a bunch of festivals with Elisa, so we're hoping to take it to a couple more, hopefully, and then potentially releasing it online. That's a discussion we have to have with the producers and everyone else involved, but yeah, we're looking at one point maybe release it online after the festival round.
Well, this was my first film, so I will probably put it online, but I've done 3 others after that have the same type of feel, the same style of comedy, which I'm doing a show for those, which is in the process now. So this was just kind of to develop a style, like what I want to do, show the world how I feel about filmmaking. So it's going online. NicholasMaster.com. Instagram.
I mean, my answer is exactly the same. We'll finish our film festival circuit, and then we'll get it out on all the medias that we possibly can and continue making projects.
Yeah, I mean, after the film festival, we also have ours online, and we've got it to you know, we're giving it to some of the people who were involved in the movie, so.
Well, for Star Trek Wars, we greatly enjoyed being here and at many festivals this year. We got a few more screenings coming up. We've been screened at a lot of comic conventions, so really appropriate for us. But I think I'm sure everyone can agree with this, is you've made so many connections and you've made you have a viewership. I'm sure you all have awesome social media followings and all that, so it's really important. This is not a film that we're going to sell or make money off of due to the nature of the content. But in the future, when we do another one, we're hoping to take all those people with us and just move forward. And also, we, through a very, very fortunate circumstance, I was very briefly able to hand a copy of the movie to J.J. Abrams. Who knows, if he's seen it, I'm sure he put it in his trophy room full of fan stuff. At least for me, knowing that we were able to get it, George Lucas, you're next. Knowing that we're able to get it into the hands of the people we made it for, at least one of them, is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, so we're very happy.
With that being said, if anyone wants to play any for our films, I'm pretty sure we'll take it. So spread the word.
Any more questions? Yes.
What was the approval process for using the likenesses of the characters in Star Trek?
Well, luckily, the main characters, they're not, they're physical depictions of public figures. So they're not, we're a parody film. These are clearly not realistic depictions of these real people, so there's no problem with that. In terms of, depicting a lightsaber or references or real references to various properties, all I can say is that Lucasfilm and Paramount Pictures have been accepting of fan work, and you see it all over. And I think for us, we're just happy that we're able to do something with an original story and not just, more stuff using licensed characters. So they haven't sued us yet.
Any last questions? One more? No? Yes? All right, thank you guys.